What's up, guys? We are back with another Dragon Ball SH Figuarts review, taking a look at the next release in the superhero line. That's a mainline release, so we've got some P Bandai stuff coming, but the big one that wasn't part of that first initial push is Gohan. Of course, you know, it's basically his movie, so he, of course, is part of this line. Now, he comes in basically the same kind of packaging that we're used to seeing for Figuarts, but with the superhero line, everything gets sort of like a color palette shift. So everything in the backer artwork and everything is brown. So you got him there in the window, you've got a big product shot of him there on the front, product shots that run down the spine, and then just like always, you've got a bunch of shots of him on the back of the box showcasing how he moves and some of the additional parts that he comes with. So let's do it. Let's pull him out and take a look. And here we go, out of the package, our Figuarts Superhero Gohan, a figure that I've been really looking forward to, even more so after seeing the movie and getting my hands on the superhero Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo figures, Piccolo in particular, because, you know, it was his movie just as much as it was Gohan's movie, and that Piccolo is great, so I'm really excited to get a new adult Gohan, and we know there's going to be more parts for this guy coming from the various P Bandai releases of the Gammas and Pan as well, so you get a bunch of ways to change up your Gohan if you end up buying all that stuff like I'm going to. So let's see what this guy can do, see how he moves around. We've got a head that can look up a little bit. The neck, of course, is going to move as well. He looks down really, really good. Tilt side to side, full rotation, normal stuff there. Arms out at the shoulders. We've got rotation. You've got a butterfly joint here. It's slight because of how the sleeves are done, but you can, if you twist it, you can get him to cross his chest and just sort of play with the angles there. We've got a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows with just tremendous range. They go all the way. Standard ball hinge for the wrist, so swivel and rotation. Torso goes backwards about that far. Pretty normal. We've got our waist cut and the diaphragm cut. And he goes forward about that far. Not a lot of tilt though, honestly, which I'm kind of disappointed in. I wish he could tilt better. The diaphragm will allow you to swivel a little bit, and then the waist is a full swivel. Legs go out all the way. Well, maybe not all the way, but about as full splits as you're going to get without it actually being splits. Well, that doesn't make sense. Kick forward all the way. Backwards slightly. You got your thigh cut up there. Double jointed knees. Pretty good range despite the baggy pants. And then down at those ankles, we've got rotation at the cut of the boot. And then you've got a little bit of hinge. You know, these boots are kind of chunky, so they do get in the way a little bit. And then we've got a pretty decent rocker there. And you've got your ever-present toe hinge for a Figuarts release. So he moves pretty well. The only area where I kind of wish you had a little bit more range is maybe tilting at the torso. But otherwise, you should have no issues getting him into any dynamic poses. Now, articulation, of course, being very important for this line. I mean, it's one of the hallmarks of Figuarts, super articulated stuff. I'm more interested in the aesthetic for this figure because, well, it's been a while since we've gotten a Gohan. Well, we've got Saiyan Armor Gohan, we've had Kid Gohan recently, but this kind of Gohan. It has been a while since we've gotten this kind of Gohan. And of course, he's in a very specific look, in a very specific configuration. But I'm really happy with this release. It's nice to get another version of Gohan that has a ton of updated articulation, but also looks really good. I mean, having seen the movie, I'm super excited for this version of Gohan, what he's capable of. You know, he's a little bit, built. He looks a little bit thick here, but I'm really, really happy with this figure. I think the overall musculature, sculpt on the gi looks great. There's not much shading on him, but there is a little bit. And he's also one of those figures that from time to time we get one of those figures that is dark enough in his outfit that it kind of shades itself. And that's kind of what's happening here. So there is a little bit of light play, I suppose, when it comes to this guy, but you can get some good shading on him. I'm still not the biggest fan of these booties. It's not like they're a problem. I just think they look kind of weird. I don't really care for them on Piccolo either. But I do really, really like the overall build and size of Gohan. He certainly looks like he can throw down. You know, obviously that's the whole point of this movie, is to show that he's able to overcome a lot, and he's able to be the hero that they need when Goku's not there. And so he definitely looks like he is a threat. You know, he looks beefy, really, for lack of a better term, and I think Bandai did a really solid job with him. I'm loving the combination of this updated articulation with this sculpt. It just makes him look really threatening, and I'm really happy with him. I'm super excited to see how this translates into that Beast figure. And then, of course, we have these new head sculpts up here with the hair. And, of course, he's got a little bit of a unique hairstyle this time around. I think the expression here, just the stoic expression, your sort of default, looks great. He's definitely a little bit angry, but it still can be just your default expression because, of course, we are going to get extra faces and stuff like that through the bonus parts that we got coming. And then you've got your one little bang hanging down, which I do like. The hair is nice, very, very pointy, very upright, so very unique to this particular version of Gohan. But I think they did a really solid job. Paint's really clean and crisp. No issues to speak of on this figure. Outside of my, disinterest in the boots, I think he looks pretty solid. Now, as far as accessories goes, not a lot to talk about here. This is, again, just like the rest of these superhero figures so far, he's a budget release, so he is scant on accessories. We do get some extra faces to start with, so we get the sort of stoic but slightly angry expression on him in the box. You get a angrier expression with the gritting of the teeth. And then you get an even angrier expression where he's screaming, mouth open, see the lips, the teeth, the tongue, the whole deal. And I do like those. You don't get a standard, just sort of normal, non-slightly angry Gohan expression with this release. And then we do get some extra hands. You get 3 extra sets. So you get a set of splayed finger hands. We get a set of basically, charging hands, Kamehameha style hands, Masenko hands, whatever you want to use. And then you get the just fighting pose, 2 fingers out with the thumb sort of crooked pose. So you get 6 extra hands. I'm going to say it just like I say it every time this happens. I understand why we don't get a lot more stuff in this particular release at the price point, but I'm never not going to want an energy effect. Just charge $5 more and throw one in the box, and I'll be the happiest of campers. But he does come with some solid accessories here. Not a lot, but it's all useful at the very least. And again, if you're like me and you buy all the Bandai stuff anyway, you're going to get even more that goes along with this guy just to sweeten the pot. So yeah, overall, really happy with this Gohan. Frankly, it's nice to be able to just get a new Gohan that's an adult, and you don't have to go back to, ancient, antiquated articulation schemes. This is a really solid figure, moves well, looks great. It is a budget release, so he doesn't come with a lot of accessories, and I can get behind that. Not every release has to be $70, $80 and come with every single accessory under the sun. I would still like for there to be an energy effect in here, but for the price, you're getting a lot of really good figure here. And again, if you're buying all the Bandai stuff, you're going to get even more that goes with this figure. So yeah, there's a lot to enjoy with this guy. It's really cool to be able to complete that little quartet with Vegeta, Goku, and Piccolo, and now have Gohan ready for the superhero display. So that's going to do it for this look at the Dragon Ball Super Superhero Gohan. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and until next time.